friends? Let's watch and listen to the use of cruzadas musically. And we're going to start with the music by Pugliese, Chique, wonderfully dramatic music. And let's see if the dancers express that drama and feeling as they take up the embrace.
Now, if you notice right here, Arjun's going to use that outside partner position to create that cruzada. And we're going to use just a small pivot to reverse the cruzada coming out in the other direction.
There's even some very small steps, although I would have liked them a little cleaner with the feet closer together, can express that light little feeling in the music. Da, 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 da. It seemed to say little steps to me.
Yes, I love the little player piano kind of sounds that they have in this song. It brings some lightness to all of the drama that Pugliese normally brings. So here we have the cruzada coming from the rebote action, the rebound action. If you'll notice, we want to end that with nice, tightly crossed feet and legs. Hear the part change there in that music? Make sure that in your dancing that you're reflecting those phrase endings and beginnings, where a lot of times the music will change the flavor that it has.
We'd like the energy of our movements to reflect the energy in the dance, in the music. And a series of repeated crosses, with both of us crossing together.
Mm-hmm. When you repeat an element several times, it has a couple of advantages. One, if your partner perhaps didn't catch the signal the first time, it gives them a second chance to actually catch that movement and join you in it. But also for spectators, a lot of times as they're watching the dance, they might catch something out of the corner of their eye. Then they go to look at it. If you've already moved on, then they've missed it completely. But if you do it a second time, then they're like, oh, look at that.
Right. And the partner, if it feels good, hey, let's do that again. A little caution, however, if we create a pattern, we kind of create an expectation of that continuing. So we have to be very intentional when we create and then when we end a pattern.
Nice induced cross right there. Arjun is using his light leg on my light leg as he moves into the movement to help guide my leg into that cruzada. It gives it a nice look. It makes us and the dancers feel very connected.
Right. A big part of the Argentine tango is that interplay of the legs and feet of the dancers.
Notice here, we just take a moment again to reflect what the music is doing, but also to reconnect with one another, readjust that embrace, take the arms out, let them breathe for a second, and then reconnect with that partner. Little reverse of direction. Nice. I like that. Yeah, you use the cunita, little rocking action to reverse the direction back towards you.
Pleasant surprises are a wonderful thing in the dance. We're going here. Oh no, we're going here. We just have to make sure that they're pleasant.
Pleasant. And if you pause, you can even see in my face right here, I'm smiling at you because I was like, oh, that was lovely. Nice little fun reversal of direction.
Right. Clear and comfortable intentions.
That's right. Oh, we've got an induced cruzada for you.
I like that. So Tina gave me the induced cruzada.
Another example of those pleasant surprises. Hear those violins? Oh, they're so lovely. Take your time with them. Really enjoy that part of the music.
induced,
Cross for
cross,
both of us.
and then one coming back.
And if you notice, as we go into that movement, Arjun lets the frame expand to allow a little bit more room for each of us to have space underneath our bodies to create these crosses.
Right, we've got to provide room for those feet. And by the way, I said earlier where Tina is giving me an induced cross, yes, it was her leg moving. However, I was the one that gave the intention for that movement into me.
So followers, when you feel that intention coming into your partner, don't be afraid to actually move into the space that they are creating. All too often, followers are too hesitant to own that space. But if the space is cleared and your partner is giving it to you, go ahead and take that. Oh, you hear this build? That lets us know that the song is beginning to start coming to an end. Not yet, but it's a little clue.
It's the part of the songs they call the resolution, where we're resolving, coming to that conclusion.
Simple pause can get you connected with your partner and the music. Here we use the cruzada coming across the partner's track. So that's a nice way to change that direction, is once you create the cruzada, Arjun's center light just continue to rotate across his track and off we went. Oh, that's new.
A little bit of extra drama there. Basically,
Couldn't help it.
a pivot to a sandwich, and that pivot gives a little bit of extra energy in terms of the transition back to create a boleo, sort of a flick of the light leg.
But we will be getting into that more in step 2. So stay tuned for the drama coming up in the next step. But in the meantime, becoming very familiar with all the different ways that your cruzada can be performed brings a lot of rich depth to the dance. And this is such an iconic move. This is one that you're going to want to get very comfortable with.
Indeed.
Until the next adventure, we'll see you then. Abrazos.